So, do you, if I might ask, if you get paid, is it like a once payment for the song, or are you getting parts of it? Are you you get a percentage of the artist? Because I know some producers, especially if they help building up a career with their productions, they might even get a cut from the bookings. Is that something you can talk about, or just give
Of
us
course, I
hints?
can talk about it. I
Like in
mean,
general,
I don't have
just
to tell you any numbers,
no,
but
no, of course not.
so it depends on what you want as a producer.
Yes.
Of course, you can ask for a flat fee. You can ask for a percentage on the royalties or on the copyrights. Um, but if you do maybe a longer engagement with the
Okay.
artist, then you might decide that you want to have a percentage of his bookings.
Okay. Yeah, I think this makes especially sense if they're not well known. So if you invest into their project by producing songs, although they're maybe not that big,
No.
then you're taking a risk, and this should be probably rewarded by getting maybe a cut.
Yeah, but if it's somebody that is fairly unknown,
Yeah.
then it might be better to have a flat fee.
Okay. So if you don't trust in them actually making anything out of it, because I mean, you can produce an amazing song, but if there's no one behind it, pushing it, promoting it, finding the right label, having a brand and everything,
Yeah.
it might be wasted. So it's better to take the flat fee.
In that case, it's better, yeah. But if you see a DJ getting some traction, then it might be better to step in on the bookings fees.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is at, if we're honest.
Not per se, but you get I think a more equal relationship in the
Okay.
project.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So what would you say about, like, how much does a good song take credit for a project, a DJ project, to succeed? Is the music everything? Is the music nowadays just like half of it, or just like almost nothing because it's more about the brand and the show and the cake throwing and
Yeah.
crowd surfing?
I think that is a really hard to answer question.
Yeah.
It depends on the genre, depends on the artist, depends on what they do, marketing skills. If you if you talk about maybe a Steve Aoki or something, he's so well known
Yes.
that of course music is relevant, but less relevant.
I mean, he could stop releasing music for a year and probably no one would care. And
yeah, but if I would
he'd
make
still show.
a techno track, which is completely out of his genre, maybe, and he would release it,
Yeah, no one.
it still gets a lot of attention.
Okay.
So it's still good
If
promotion.
his name is on it.
If his name is
Yeah,
on it.
but
Yeah.
if you would release it without his name on it, it would be probably no place.
Probably no place. So it's really hard to see where the relevance of the music is.
So it's really a collaborative effort between
Yeah.
you making the music and someone else taking care of making sure everyone knows about that music being out there.
Yeah.
So it could be like a 50-50 relationship between...
It's the same thing for a top liner, for instance.
Yeah.
They write a top line. They want to work with the biggest artists.
Yes. For David Guetta, anyone would do it directly.
Yeah.
Even for free.
Yeah.
Just for
even
the
for free,
royalties.
because you know it's gonna happen then. So
Yes.
then maybe the top line isn't that relevant, but the artist is more relevant. So.
Because I sometimes get demos, or I listen to tracks on Beatport or somewhere, and they're really amazing. Sometimes they beat even things by bigger artists. And sometimes you have bigger artists with a big brand name that are getting lazy and releasing music that is not that good anymore. And they still succeed. It's still played on the radio because it's the new single by David Guetta.
I think if you reach a certain threshold, then you're there.
That's
sort
like
of.
the A+
Then you have
level.
like a steady base from which you can build your career further on.
Because as far as I can imagine, every David Guetta song gets airplays, at least in Germany.
Sure.
Like,
but they're all good. I mean,
yeah.
Commercially,
they're commercially good, and also the production is usually on point.
Yeah.
But what I'm missing with him, for example, is like his albums are not really albums anymore. It's more like a compilation.
Okay.
Like he just collects songs made by other people and just puts them all in one. There's no... Every song sounds different because it's probably made by other
I have
people.
to confess that I don't listen to albums or I don't even know what his latest track is actually. So
I also don't know, but he had like some big songs this year. And the funny thing is, you listen to them on the radio, and then like a month later, you figure out it's a David Guetta song. It didn't even sound like David Guetta.
yeah.
He had one that sounded exactly like a Calvin Harris song. I thought it's a Calvin Harris song, but it was a David Guetta song.
So you might conclude that that's more branding then.
I would say, especially with the big ones. I mean, let's be honest. Like someone in the AAA plus league of David Guetta, Martin Garrix, and stuff, they don't really have the time also to sit in the studio and figure out a new style and put
That's
the
not
song
entirely.
together.
That's not entirely true.
You know, some
actually.
people that still.
Well, I know, for instance, David Guetta that easily rents out studios in Las Vegas.
Okay, yes,
to
he's
sit there.
he's still in there, but probably the mixing is someone else.
Well,
Maybe the writing is
if
someone
I
else.
had that budget, then I would have somebody else mix it for me as well. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Mixing is no fun.
Well, it is fun, but I mean, time-wise.
Yes, because I think I actually met him and Calvin Harris and Diplo in one room at Ushuaia backstage in Ibiza. And they're all nice, but you can feel that they're very stressed and that there is no time in their life. Like they meet 100 people every day that want something from them. So speaking to them is a little weird because I think you could say hi and 10 minutes later say hi again and they wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how fast paced their life is actually. Yeah. And that's something you were never interested in, like touring on stage.
No. I do like to travel.
Yes.
But I don't like to just only see the inside of a club.
Because that's
and
basically
then go
what they
back
do.
to the airport being tired.
I think they just follow whatever the tour manager says and go.
Well, yeah, if you have a good tour manager, that's the way to go. Yeah.
Did you ever DJ?
No, just for fun.
But never in front of a crowd?
No.
Do you think that's something that might help you with the productions to have the sensation of a DJ and knowing what a DJ does, or
no, not so much the sensation, but it helps to be at a festival.
Okay, so
you
go there as a guest.
I did a lot in the past, so you want to see crowd response. You want to see what triggers people.
Yeah, and maybe if there's someone DJing you produced a song for, listen to your own song and see that kind of reaction.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a big part of...
But as a producer, you never listen to music.
No, you analyze it.
You analyze it
24/7.
Yeah, that's very annoying. So, yeah.
So you still get to enjoy music just listening wise, or is that ruined forever? Just listening to it. It's hard.
It's sort of ruined forever, but if you have a few beers, then it gets better.
That's the one trick.
Then your attention gets diverted. Yeah.
Is it easier with other music, or you analyze everything?
I analyze everything. Yeah.
So even if you go to a movie, like the music is analyzed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
I think every producer has that. It's like it's ruined for life.
Yeah.
Enjoy
on the other
music.
hand, you take that into your own productions as well. So
yeah, and I think you enjoy the music then on a different level. You enjoy that they put this effort into this little sound there, and you appreciate that. Yeah. But I think this easy way of just listening and not caring that much is gone.
But like the other day, I went to the Opera House in Amsterdam where I watched the Star Wars movie with a live orchestra. Because I already seen the movie like 1,000 times. I was focusing on what everyone in the orchestra was doing. And then you see those minor things going on, like a small whistle. And
it's amazing.
And then somebody, just one violin instead of 11 playing something.
So you had the orchestra was in front of the screen so you could fully see it? Or they
you
were
could fully see it.
Like, okay. Yeah, then it's interesting. But did you then still get to see the movie really? Or were you more focused on the... Because you know it anyways by heart.
I know it anyways by heart, so yeah.
How did this start? Like the big Star Wars...
Well,
did you...
When I was young...
The first one already caught you?
No, when I was young... Nowadays, if you want to have some time for yourself, you give your phone to your kid and you say, okay, you go on YouTube and
Yeah.
you know, leave me alone.
That's parenting.
Back then, you only had like a VCR, like an old school VHS.
Yes.
So my father had a videotape with either Pink Panther or Star Wars. So I could
Yeah.
only pick two.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was always
an easy
watching
choice.
Star Wars.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
parts or just
Well, the three, yeah.
the first
Four,
original,
four,
of
five,
course.
six, yeah.
Yes. Do you also like the newer ones?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do you prefer the old ones, or it's Star Wars and that's good?
It's Star Wars and that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
there's
just like
the
the
new one.
environment. I just like everything.
There's the new one coming out really soon, or is it already out?
No, it's coming out in December.
Yeah.
And this week I
You already ordered tickets?
no, not yet. No,
You should.
I should. Yeah, they might have like a night.
Yeah, usually
premiere.
like sometimes midnight they
Yeah.
do the special.
And this week I saw the Mandalorian on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Which
Is it
is
like
also-
it's a in between prequel, sequel?
It's
story
about
part.
Yeah, it's about a bounty hunter
Yeah.
in the Star Wars galaxy. So yeah, it's pretty cool.